What is the one thing that stands between you and your goals? This question, echoing the wisdom of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, challenges us to look inward. He once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In a world filled with distractions and relentless temptations, discipline becomes not just a virtue but a necessity. Today, we're diving deep into the realm of discipline, an essential ingredient for achieving our dreams and living a fulfilling life. Why is discipline so crucial? Because without it, our aspirations remain just that, mere wishes. The philosophy of Stoicism offers us a profound lens through which we can cultivate this vital trait. Stoics teach us that true control lies not in external circumstances, but in our responses to them. So, how can we harness this ancient wisdom to enhance our discipline today? Throughout this video, we will explore 12 practical techniques that you can implement immediately to boost your self-discipline. These strategies are not just theories. They are actionable steps grounded in Stoic principles that have stood the test of time. You'll discover how to set clear intentions, manage your environment, and build habits that align with your values. As you watch, consider what it means to take responsibility for your life. Each technique we discuss is designed to empower you, to help you reclaim your time and energy. The beauty of Stoicism lies in its practicality. It equips us with tools to face life's challenges with a calm and resilient mind. By the end of this video, you will have a toolkit filled with strategies to enhance your discipline, enabling you to take meaningful steps toward your goals. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and today, we're taking that step together. So, let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth. Your future self will thank you. In today's fast-paced world, the quest for discipline has become increasingly paramount. With distractions looming large from every angle, social media notifications, endless streaming options, and the demands of modern life, finding the willpower to stay focused and committed to our goals can feel like an uphill battle. This challenge is not just a personal struggle. It reflects a broader societal issue where instant gratification often overshadows the value of sustained effort. The relevance of discipline in our lives cannot be overstated. It serves as the backbone of personal and professional success, enabling us to translate our aspirations into reality. Historically, many have grappled with similar dilemmas. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who lived during the 1st century AD, faced the constraints of his own circumstances, having been born a slave. His teachings emphasize the importance of internal control and self-discipline as means to achieve personal freedom and fulfillment. In a world bombarded with external pressures, the Stoic idea that we cannot control external events, but can control our responses, resonates powerfully today. By adopting this perspective, we can navigate our distractions more effectively and cultivate a disciplined mindset. In a recent survey, over 70% of respondents reported feeling overwhelmed by their commitments and the constant pull of technology. This sense of being overwhelmed is not merely anecdotal. It highlights a critical need for discipline in managing our time and energy. With the ongoing changes in work environments, especially the rise of remote work, the line between personal and professional life is blurred, making it even more crucial to develop self-discipline. Building a disciplined approach empowers us to prioritize our goals, set boundaries, and ultimately lead more fulfilling lives. Epictetus taught that the key to a disciplined life lies in understanding what is within our control. He famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle is incredibly relevant when we consider the distractions and pressures of modern life. By focusing on our reactions and internal choices, we can cultivate resilience. For instance, instead of succumbing to procrastination when faced with a daunting task, we can choose to break it down into manageable steps, thus fostering a mindset of action and progress. Moreover, the Stoic practice of reflection can aid in enhancing discipline. By regularly assessing our actions and intentions, we can gain clarity on our goals and the necessary steps to achieve them. This practice not only reinforces our commitment, but also aligns our daily actions with our long-term aspirations. Recent studies have shown that individuals who engage in regular self-reflection are more likely to achieve their goals, highlighting the power of discipline in personal development. As we consider how to implement these ideas into our daily lives, we can look to practical techniques that have been shown to enhance discipline. These might include setting specific, achievable goals, creating a structured routine, and utilizing tools like time management apps to minimize distractions. These strategies echo the Stoic emphasis on intentional living and the importance of cultivating habits that align with our values. Additionally, the concept of amor fati, or love of fate, encourages us to embrace our circumstances, both favorable and unfavorable. Understanding that challenges are part of the journey allows us to approach obstacles with a disciplined mindset, viewing them as opportunities for growth rather than setbacks. By reframing our perspective in this way, we cultivate a resilience that strengthens our resolve and commitment to our goals. Ultimately, the teachings of Epictetus remind us that discipline is not merely about restriction, but about empowerment. It is the ability to choose our responses and actions in line with our values. In a world where distractions abound, prioritizing discipline can lead to greater clarity, purpose, and satisfaction. By integrating these Stoic principles into our daily lives, we can enhance our ability to navigate challenges and pursue our goals with greater focus and determination. As we embark on this journey to cultivate discipline, we not only improve ourselves but also contribute to a society that values perseverance and intentional living. In our fast-paced world, the concept of self-discipline often feels like a lofty goal, something that belongs to a select few who seem to have it all figured out. But what if I told you that the foundations of self-discipline are rooted in ancient wisdom, particularly the teachings of Stoic philosophers like Epictetus? One of the key Stoic concepts that can help us cultivate self-discipline is ataraxia, a state of serene calmness and freedom from disturbance. Ataraxia is not just about remaining calm in the face of challenges. It is about achieving a profound inner tranquility that empowers us to exercise control over our actions and reactions. Imagine you're faced with a stressful situation, a looming deadline at work, a disagreement with a friend, or the temptation to binge-watch your favorite series instead of completing your tasks. In these moments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and lose sight of what matters. However, if we harness the wisdom of ataraxia, we can approach these challenges with a sense of equanimity. By recognizing that we can only control our responses, we can maintain our focus and avoid being swept away by external chaos. To apply this concept in everyday life, consider the simple act of setting realistic goals. Let's say you want to start a new exercise routine. Instead of viewing it as a daunting task, practice ataraxia by breaking it down into manageable steps. Commit to a short, daily workout rather than an hour-long session that feels unachievable. Celebrate each small victory, and don't let setbacks disturb your inner peace. This approach not only helps you build discipline over time, but also reinforces the understanding that perfection is not the goal, progress is. Reflecting on this, we can look to the teachings of Epictetus, who reminds us that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This resonates deeply with our pursuit of self-discipline. When faced with distractions or difficulties, ask yourself, how can I choose to respond in a way that aligns with my goals? This question shifts the focus from external factors to internal choices, which is a powerful step toward cultivating discipline. Another practical example can be found in our daily habits, particularly regarding technology. In a world where notifications constantly vie for our attention, practicing ataraxia means learning to set boundaries. Designate specific times to check your phone or social media, and stick to them. By doing so, you not only reduce distractions, but also empower yourself to engage more fully in the activities that matter, whether that's spending quality time with loved ones or focusing on a personal project. The Stoics believed that developing self-discipline was essential for living a virtuous life. Seneca once said, "No man is free who is not a master of himself." This statement captures the essence of how ataraxia and self-discipline are intertwined. By mastering our impulses and maintaining our composure, we reclaim our freedom and direct our lives toward meaningful pursuits. As you reflect on these ideas, consider how often you allow external circumstances to dictate your mood and actions. Are there areas in your life where you can practice greater self-control? What small steps can you take today to cultivate a sense of calm and focus? Embracing the principles of ataraxia not only enhances your self-discipline, but also enriches your overall quality of life. In conclusion, by integrating the Stoic concept of ataraxia into your daily routine, you can begin to cultivate self-discipline effectively. Remember, it's not about achieving an unattainable standard, but rather about making conscious choices that align with your values and aspirations. As you embark on this journey, keep in mind that the power to change lies within you, waiting to be harnessed through reflection, determination, and practice. So, take a deep breath, center yourself, and step forward with the confidence that you can increase your discipline today. As we delve deeper into the concept of discipline, one crucial aspect that often gets overlooked is the role of emotional resilience. In times of uncertainty, maintaining a sense of calm and control can be challenging. Here, we can turn to the Stoic concept of apatheia, which can profoundly enhance our discipline by helping us manage our emotional responses. Apatheia refers to a state of being free from the disruptive passions that often cloud our judgment and hinder our ability to act with purpose. This doesn't mean a lack of emotions. Rather, it signifies mastery over our emotional reactions. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, taught that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them. By cultivating apatheia, we can face life's unpredictability with a clearer mind, allowing us to stay disciplined in our pursuits. Consider a common scenario. You've set a goal to improve your fitness, but suddenly, life throws unexpected challenges your way. Work demands increase, or a family emergency arises. These disruptions can easily derail your plans, leaving you frustrated and overwhelmed. However, if you embrace the Stoic idea of apatheia, you can acknowledge these events without letting them disturb your emotional state. Instead of succumbing to panic or disappointment, you remind yourself that while you cannot control external circumstances, you can control how you respond to them. This mindset enables you to adapt and find alternative ways to meet your fitness goals, whether it's adjusting your schedule or incorporating quick, effective workouts at home. Another practical example can be found in the workplace. Imagine facing a difficult project with tight deadlines. Stress and anxiety may tempt you to react impulsively, perhaps by rushing through tasks or becoming irritable with colleagues. By practicing apatheia, you recognize these feelings but don't let them dictate your actions. Instead, you pause and assess the situation calmly, allowing you to devise a strategic plan that prioritizes your tasks and fosters better collaboration with your team. In this way, discipline thrives not in the absence of challenges, but in our ability to remain composed amidst them. Reflecting on this Stoic principle, we see how it resonates with the teachings of other philosophers. Seneca famously said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This highlights how our fears and worries often stem from our emotional responses rather than the actual situations we face. By embracing apatheia, we can shift our focus from imagined disasters to practical solutions, reinforcing our discipline in the process. In today's fast-paced world, where uncertainty seems to be a constant, the application of apatheia is more relevant than ever. Whether facing personal challenges or global crises, the ability to remain grounded and composed can empower us to take deliberate actions toward our goals. When we encounter a setback, instead of wallowing in frustration, we can view it as an opportunity to refine our approach, learning and adjusting as necessary. As you reflect on your own experiences, consider times when you've allowed external events to disrupt your focus. How might practicing apatheia change your response? What steps can you take today to cultivate this emotional resilience in your life? By embracing the Stoic teachings of apatheia, you can enhance your discipline, creating a stronger foundation for achieving your goals in an unpredictable world. In conclusion, the journey toward greater discipline is not merely about setting rigid structures, but also about fostering a mindset that embraces resilience and adaptability. With the wisdom of Stoic philosophy at our side, we can navigate the complexities of life with grace, turning challenges into stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. The path may be fraught with uncertainties, but with apatheia, we can maintain our focus and commitment, ensuring that we remain steadfast in our pursuits. As we wrap up our exploration of increasing discipline through Stoic principles, let's reflect on the key concepts we've discussed today. We've delved into the teachings of Epictetus, emphasizing that true discipline begins with our thoughts and perceptions. By understanding the dichotomy of control, we learn to focus only on what we can influence, letting go of what we cannot. This perspective not only alleviates unnecessary stress, but also empowers us to take actionable steps toward our goals. We also touched on the importance of self-reflection and the practice of mindfulness, allowing us to pause and evaluate our responses to life's challenges. Each Stoic principle we covered serves as a powerful tool in navigating our daily lives, promoting a sense of tranquility and meaning amid chaos. By embodying these teachings, we cultivate resilience and a deeper understanding of ourselves. Now, I encourage you to take these Stoic lessons and apply them in your life. Choose one principle that resonates with you, perhaps the practice of the dichotomy of control. Reflect on your daily challenges and identify what is within your power to change. This simple act can transform your approach to obstacles and help you build a more disciplined life. If you found value in this video, please consider subscribing to our channel. Share this with friends who might benefit from Stoic wisdom, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or experiences related to these principles. Don't forget to click the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. As we conclude, let me share a powerful quote from Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Remember, your journey towards inner peace and resilience starts with your mindset. Embrace these Stoic teachings and take the next step toward a more disciplined life today.